So yeah, I thought I'd do another quick update on stuff. So I 3D printed three sections so far, and I've got my ring. Hang on. Right, so this is the ring that will actually sit on top of this thing until I bond it permanently. But the idea of the ring is that these three sections will be mounted onto this ring. Oops, nearly knocked it off. Hang on. So this ring will sit on top of these three sections, right? Sort of like that. And I can just mount all four quadrants onto top, then I can bond it on permanently if I want to do it. I probably will do, because it might tip over if I don't, so I'll have to bond it on. But the ring is just to keep it in place while I stick all these four pieces together. So they're actually I'll stick all four pieces together like so. My main problem was my printer seems to be acting up when I'm printing these quadrants, because it's stepping on me, and as you can see, but I'm not really worried too much about that. I don't know if it's just a glitch with the actual arrangement of the way it's laid on the. I think the print bed wants sorting out actually. I think the print bed's catching on something underneath. I'm not sure what it's catching on, but it's catching somewhere. I'm going to have to take the printer off the table and take my filament. I'll wait until the spools run out on the filament, and I have a suspicion I've got something snaring up somewhere, or something binding. It's possibly something binding, because the runners look a bit worn actually. I've got quite a lot of, the bed, when you move it forward and backwards it twists slightly, very slightly, like this, and it seems to be binding. So when the bed's going forwards and backwards, when it goes near the back, there's a slight twist. It kind of twists when it comes forwards and backwards, and it's basically wear and tear or something. So I'm going to have to either adjust the runners, the actual runners, and move them further apart, or I'm going to have to figure out what's causing that, because I don't know what's causing it. It's hard to see underneath actually, it's tricky. So anyway, I'm going to have to sort that out, because it's causing some major problems when I'm printing. I keep getting an over, actually on this side. No, it's actually this side. So I had to keep trimming off some bit sticking out on the end there, and it seems to be, the bed's moving slightly, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see that bit there where the print bed's shifted, and it's printing it's not a flush end. Hard to get that to focus. You can see the step on the back. I'm not worried about these though, these are not precision things to fit anything, so it's just from my table extension. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's irritating. And I've got a cushion outside on my wheelie bin at the moment. I've got my other phone on there. It blew off earlier because the wind caught it and blew it off, so I've tied it on with string now. So it's one of the cushions that was a bit smelly, and I washed it in the bath, but didn't clean it enough, so I thought I'll leave it in the fresh air and let the rain soak through it. And oh my god, it's pelting down with rain now. Let's have a look outside. The weather's broken, definitely. Oh yeah, oh my god. Oh yeah, it's very wet. Oh, look at my foot, look at my step. It's soaked. Oh, I better shut the door, haven't I? Yeah, the weather's definitely broken. Okay, so we're going to get soaked. My step is absolutely wet through now. I don't know if I can show you the light. Oh, look at the state of that. Yeah, weather's broken. Anyway, winter's coming. We're in autumn season. My daughter's going to get this when she comes and sees me, but God knows when that'll be because she's so busy right now. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, I cleaned my curtain. I finally got around to washing the curtain for the door. It was terrible. These are hard to wash because they've got a thermal lining. My mum did before she died. There's like a thermal lining in there to keep the heat in. Unfortunately, it's disintegrating in the washing machine. Oh well. So next job is to wash my other curtains, the big ones. I need to get them down and wash them as well. So I've got all sorts of little domestic little jobs to do, but we're getting there. Oh, look at my camera, look, all that rain on the camera lens at the back. So I can see the rain outside even though I don't have to go outside now. My security camera. Oh, the weather sucks. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just chilling out watching some snooker at the moment. I'm watching Judd Trump against Barry Hawkins. Judd's losing at the moment. It looks like he's not going to win. I'm on YouTube watching that. Anyway, stay safe. Oh yeah, there was I talked to my friend Susan. Yeah, you probably heard me mention her before, and she was on video once. Her friend works at the hospital, and she was telling me that the hospital's full of people with infections and all kinds of weird infections, similar to what I'm suffering from. So I'm not alone. I was thinking, is it just me? Is it just me that's getting these rashes and things? Because this blepharitis eye problem, it's not just affecting my eyes. It's also causing infections on my armpit. Well, my arm, look. I've got a rash. Let me turn the light on. Right. I've got a rash on my arm. Well, you can't really see it properly, but it's bulging out. I've got this rash. Don't even see it, but it's also on the back of my neck. It's horrible. I've been picking at it, which is not a good idea. But if I can show you, I don't know if you can see it, but around my neck, I've got this rash. It's horrible. It's green. Don't know if you can see it. I can't see the camera when I'm pointing the phone around my neck. But I've got this rash and it's horrible. It's itching and driving me crazy. And that's on the back of my neck. And obviously I'm spraying my colloidal silver on it, and it's helping a lot, as well as my antibacterial wash stuff. But it's irritating. It's driving me mad. It's horrible. Anyway, I've said that enough. I've also got my hand gel, which I've been using that on, some of it antibacterial hand gel. So I've been using the moisturising antibacterial gel. I put some of that on the back of my neck as well. It helps quite a bit. It stings a bit when you put it on there, but it's helped. I don't know what's causing all my problems. I just don't know. I've cleaned up as much as I can, and my daughter said she's gonna, my youngest daughter that is, she's into painting. She's been doing painting on narrowboats at the moment, and she said she'd been waiting for me to ask her to help me paint and decorate. So next time she comes through, she's going to help me with the hallway. We're going to start painting the hallway because there's some paint that the workman left me. So we're going to sort the hallway out. We're going to start small, see how it goes. I thought the hallway is the best place to do it because we'll get an idea how many coats it needs. So she's going to help me sort of paint the hallway. Then we're going to have to start doing the living room, because that wallpaper, this brown wallpaper, is really bad. It used to be cream actually years ago. We're talking about 20 years ago. That paper has not been painted or touched for 20 years. So I'm not going to do with the top. I'm not going to do the top or the ceiling because that's not so bad. Because I washed that a couple of years back anyway with the thing. But we're going to concentrate on the paper, which needs painting. We're going to paint that, and I'm going to have to move my big cupboard, and that's going to be a nightmare because it's full of stuff. So we're just going to do a bit at a time. Say do one wall and see how it goes, and that's all I can do because I can't do much because of my balance problems, and it's too much work. I'm just not well enough to do all that on my own, so my daughter's going to help me. So we're going to do a bit at a time, and it's going to be a nightmare to move that cupboard because it's got everything on it, my speakers, my amplifier, well, not my amplifier's over there, but it's got all my computer stuff on it and everything, and that's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to have to take all my speakers down. If I can just move it out by a couple of feet, it's on wheels, but the wheels will probably break if I try to move it with all that weight on it. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can make up a trolley, what do you call it, a trolley or something that I can make up. Maybe I can make something with bigger wheels on, then lift it up and put it on a trolley, then move it out, and so I can move it out and push it back easier. I don't know. We're going to have to do something. Well, anyway, at least the back of that isn't as bad. It's not as bad around the back as that wall is. So that wall needs to be done first, really. So eventually I need to do all this wall as well. Yeah. So there's all sorts of things I need to get sorted out. Well, I keep meaning to do it, but I just, you know, one thing after another seems to be happening to me. So eventually we'll get there. Alright, see you later.